Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing a game called Shards of Order. So this is from the developers of Tainted Grail, and also the other Tainted Grail game. It's the Tainted Grail games, guys. And this is similar in vibe, but they've gone for like pixel graphics instead of 3D. It's the card battler stuff rather than the first person, stuff. So they've kind of gone back to their roots, more towards the first Tainted Grail game, but with pixel art. They're sort of embracing the sort of indie-ness of this one, which is really cool. I think it's got a hell of a vibe. It's really fun. Really interesting exploration, which we'll get into. I think it's really quirky. Also, it's sort of a mystery what we're doing here, and the art is always great from the studio. The studio just does really good art, so here we are with the really good art. The Fool was hard, really hard. It's a miracle you haven't turned into a mangled heap of grey matter, muscle and bones. As you slowly regain consciousness, you feel a burning sensation in your eyes. All limbs start to hurt. You surely must have broken at least one bone. Hopefully not that one. We've got, so immediately, the first thing I thought when I booted this up is, oh wow, they're really going for the Disco Elysium kind of thing, right? And frankly, go for it. That sounds great. Please do. That presentation, I think, is stunning. Will it have the complexity of story and stuff? I don't know, but there is certainly a bit of schizophrenia coming up, as you will see. What happened? Now our inner voice is talking. See? Fun, isn't it?
They've thrown you into the nest,
says a harsh voice in your head.
Come on, get a grip. No matter the wounds, we refuse to quit, right?
Stand up. Your sheer will takes over your body. As you stand up, the pain intensifies, but you refuse to quit. Look around. There is a man right in front of you. Judging by the fact that his armor looks almost identical to yours, you served in the army together.
It's all your fault. I never should have listened to you,
he screams with anger.
That's so unfair, raising a sword on a fellow brother in arms. It deserves punishment, don't you think?
He's as good as dead.
You've doomed us both.
It's all your fault. Is it? Is it? I don't think it is. And I have cards. Haha. So, yeah, there's going to be various classes. We're starting with this guy. We will find some other friends. But for now, our gimmick is that we want to fill up this rage meter so that we can do stuff with more rage. It's pretty straightforward. So this one, jury. There's the timing is interesting as well in this game. So we don't have like AP, right? Each of our cards takes a certain amount of time, and we can redraw after every 3 time, right? Yes, if I use this, that'll go down by 3. I just realized I always tend to use this like last because of the nature of it, so I never actually tested this. But yeah, you can redraw whenever you like. It'll just cost you time, and that's reduced each time you do something. So every 3 time you can redraw. So every 3, 1 cost cards, you can then redraw again. Or you can try and set up a combo and hang on to that other card or whatever. It's a whole thing. Anyway, so for now we're going to use Executioner to do 6 damage. I mean, they all just do 6 damage. Let's do Slash, actually. That puts up rage. Which is the point. That's the whole thing. For this guy. So we'll do it again. Come on. And yeah, here, you can see, he's going to be attacking on his next turn. He's preparing to attack, and you can see it does 6. And we're highlighted because he's attacking us. Not that there's anyone else around, but yeah, in one more turn he's going to attack us for 6. So, let's see. He doesn't have weakness, so that's not going to give us shields. It would just be doing 5 damage. Let's just attack him for 6, I think. Yeah, well, let's just attack him for 15. Okay, I guess he's not going to attack us now. Hi, fella. Hey, Shrike, the judging bird. He's going to attack for 36 damage, which is more than we have. So instead, I'm going to take this objective's advice to heart, and I'm just going to attack the exit and get the heck out of here. Fun way to introduce the story, to be honest. I like that. You don't often get that sort of dynamic battling in games like this. Usually it's just you settle the encounter as, as is laid out. So for just random story stuff to take over mid-battle, I always enjoy that. I always used to really enjoy that in like Final Fantasy, because it's such a novelty to interrupt a battle like that. It's very charming. You fall onto the cold, hard ground. The air is damp, and its thickness is clogging down your throat. The silence is broken only by your own raspy breath. A pale mist curls along the floor like a swarm of elusive reptiles. As your eyes adjust, shapes begin to emerge from the dark, and with them, a path forward.
We don't have time to contemplate. Move. When in doubt, just listen to me.
Alright. Sure, it's fine. Okay. So, we're in this little node, which is the Shrike's Nest. Your self-preservation instinct still prohibits you from returning to the nest. So we're going to go over here to the fork in the road. And now we have a fork in the road. So this is how we're going to interact with the world, moving from node to node. They can have their own encounters, quests, dialogue, loot, whatever, really. Whatever the game needs, just this will unlock the next bit of the storybook. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure, really, when you think, you go to... Imagine you see a fork in the road, turn to page 43 to go right, turn to page 42 to go left, something like that, It's the same vibe, but I kind of love that. So, we are going to go this way. You know what? No, I'm going to go this way. Because I went this way last time and it was a bad idea. So, sorry, spoilers. You're going to need a key to proceed. Darn. So you can see, this is blocked off until we get a key. And I assume the key's going to be over here. At the end of the corridor, you'll notice a towering, armoured sentinel. It breathes, but there is still life. There is no life in it, rather. Only hunger and sense of duty. It's guarding some kind of treasure. It looks like a bow. So, some story events let you, or require you, like this one, to play cards. Remember, unlocking a card is enough for it to be available in the skill check. It doesn't need to be your active deck. Thank you. So, basically, depending on what's in our deck, we will pick something. So here we have Slash, unceremoniously hack the Legionnaire with a greatsword, a defensive spell, shoot an arrow. Obviously we can't do these, we don't have those cards. So fair enough. We could also just leave him alone for now, but no, I'm going to attack him because I'm crazy.
I see backstabbing starting. Blah, 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 blah.
Said the guy with the several legs, more than you'd think that he'd have for a bird? What? Hummingbird horse. I love it. It's a hummingbird centaur. It's good. It's good. Good design. I hate it. That's intentional. So, 110 health is quite a lot of health. So what are we going to do? I guess we're just going to have to wail on it, huh? He's going to do 13 damage per attack, which is certainly going to add up. We're going to keep slashing. So if we get our rage to maximum, it will double the damage of our next attack, which hopefully will be a, jury, so we'll get the extra rage from there too. Let's do another 6 damage there. He's going to attack us again. And he's increased his speed. So now he's going to be attacking every 2, I think. Oh, no, maybe not. But he is going to attack 7 damage 3 times, which is quite painful. Let's try this again. So let's get... Alright, so we can slash twice. We're not going to be able to use Jury maxed out, so we're not going to be able to kill him. And we're not going to be able to, replenish our deck either. Yeah, we're just going to get hit. We have no means of healing. But that's okay. That was sort of what I was going to be demonstrating anyway. Oh, now I'm dead. Definitely dead. Hang on a minute. There's a revive button. That's right. It's doing a Dark Souls. It's fine. You wake up. You could promise you were just slain. Your body torn to pieces. How? How am I still alive?
Because you're one tough bastard to kill.
Sure am. So we have half our health back, which is fine. So we're going to return. We'll come back here later. But yeah, that's when I found out it was a Dark Souls. And then I tried the other way and found some help. You find a man slumped beside the chapel. His robes torn and covered with dust and ash, a long staff rests across his knees, strung with small rusted bells that barely stir in the wind. It seems like he's sleeping.
Let's not take any chances, shall we? Just kill him.
I'm not sure I trust our inner voice. We can just kill him, or we can greet the stranger. Whatever happens, he is no match for you anyway. Good. I see your anger has not consumed you just yet, he says with his eyes still closed. You don't know why you're so full of rage, do you? Why is it so hard to control? He finally opens his eyes. His gaze lingers on you for a moment, hollow yet sharp. I do not. Let's hope you will live long enough to face it, he says, as he stands up and leans on his staff. That's enough rest for me. Where are you going? We, he says adamantly. Well, we won't find any answers sitting here. Let's move forward, lest we want to fade away. I'm sure together we can escape this place. Scholar joins your party. Scholar gives you healing bells, which is doing a Dark Souls, recover full HP all heroes consumed with use. So I don't know if these are Estus flasks, essentially. It says 2 out of 2, which kind of feels like maybe they'll go back up to that cap occasionally. I don't really know what determines that yet, but we'll find out one day. So I could go back and have another stab at that other creature, but I'm going to carry on going this way. And this is the look of this is straight out of a Ghibli movie, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not out of Ghibli. It's out of Full Metal Alchemist, isn't it? That's what it is. This is one of the homunculi. But the horrible experiment one that's absolutely heartbreaking. It's like episode 2, they hit you with that. Anyway, if you haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist, watch Brotherhood. That's the recut version that's a lot better. It's great. It's very good. Very good anime. It's kind of what got me into it, actually. Got me into anime. And I'm not like a big, I'm not a big otaku, but some of those shows are works of art, and the one with this horror in it is absolutely up there. As you traverse the corridor, a strange 4-legged creature emerges from the mist. Is it a hound or is it a horse? Is it a horse? You don't have time to ponder as the creature charges at you. Yeah, just nightmarish. Horrendous. Let's do something. Let's hit it. So you'll notice we have 2 different colour cards now, because we now have the Scholars cards in our deck. So what's really fun is these different colours. So Soldier cards generate red mana, Exile cards generate green, Scholar generate blue. So actually, this guy can either scale off his own cards, different attacks, or he can scale his attacks based on your companions. Currently, we don't have any Exile cards, so that's not going to be much use yet, but that's fine because nothing here is scaling off that anyway. So we can heal someone, which is pretty nice. Okay, he's going to get attacked. That's pretty scary. Deal 3 damage and increase by 1 for every blue mana, so every time you use one of these cards, it'll add to the mana. But yeah, I think we're just going to rely on our soldier here for now. So we're going to slash it. Great start. Love it. Hate the noise it makes. Nightmarish. And God, I really just want to redraw, honestly. At half or below. So actually we are going to get maximum healing out of that, so we might as well to move the time along. I'd love to be able to move up our... I mean, this will also give us more blue mana anyway, so that will be more powerful later, so maybe I do that. Because I don't want to spend my rage or anything yet. And I would like to redraw for free, rather than just skipping a turn, basically. So that's 12 damage, we're down to 13. He's going to hit us for 14 next, so that's just great. Marvellous, love that. Love it. Weakness, that's going to help. That's going to help a lot. So weakness lowers damage by 1. So it's especially useful if you're getting attacked by a multiple hit attack. So when we had that 7 times 3 damage, we could have put weakness on him and then it would have been 4 times 3. So you're making a huge saving in damage. But it's still useful if you're just getting attacked to lower damage. But, still. Get shields if the target has weakness. We can probably cancel out basically all of the damage we're going to take here. Well, not quite. We'll take 3 damage, I think? Yeah. And yep, so we're going to get 5 shields from this. And he's going to attack us for 8. Oh, he was attacking him anyway. Oh, silly me. I didn't check to see who was attacking. Oh, that's dumb. And now 7 times 2. See, that we could have put down to 1 times 2 if we'd used weakness on him twice. But I'm glad. I'm glad that the damage is being shared a bit. Because our items, you know, our not Estus flasks heal everybody. Let's... what does Scars do again? Trigger additional effects, which we don't have anything that can, you know, capitalize on that, so never mind. So we've done some damage to him now. Let's swap out some cards. Hopefully we'll get... we did get Jiro. We can do 15 more damage. So, in the last 2 time units that we have, you know, next 2, I don't know, turns, actions, I don't know, times. We have 2 times left. That's fine. We can get enough damage to clobber him. Okay, good. Alright, we've got a skill point, guys. We've got a skill point. It's exciting stuff. The presentation is lovely, isn't it? Like, I think it's really good. You know, the animation is all, like... It's not overwhelming, but it does the job. Like, the transitions between different scenes and everything, they're... Yeah, it's really beautifully presented. I do like it. Although I do feel like this guy should be, like, slightly higher resolution. He almost, like, he blurs a bit. You know, in his close-up. A little. It kind of feels like it, you know? I think, yeah, a little higher fidelity for the close-up shots. I think this is fine for the battle sprite, but I think they could tart that up a bit. Because, like I said, this game has stunning art. Well, the studio makes stunning art, so it'd really be nice for them to flex on that. So this one is going to actually upgrade Executioner. Now, this is really impressive, because that's going to do quite a good amount of damage, so it'll be a lot more likely that we can actually kill something with it, and by killing something with it, we heal everyone. That might keep us in the game a lot longer. So a card's been upgraded, and of course you can upgrade to buy just additional cards to go in the deck. And then you want to add them to the deck, but because we upgraded a card, it's in the deck automatically. So pretty straightforward for us. There, right. Bit of damage, I don't think that's a problem. Let's go to this gate. You stand before a tall iron gate. It's closed.
As much as I hate to say it, brute force won't help. You need to find a key to this gate.
And yes, I have basically chosen to just sort of do an impression of one of the Disco Elysium voices. I hope that's appreciated for fans of that. Let's go to this journal. And a very saucy looking... Look at that. Look at that, with a little hip to one side. That's a saucy pose for that weird, like, decrepit statue.
I can't believe it worked. My theory was correct, and I managed to get inside the nest on my own. Judging by the number of corpses, the Black Wing Legion is certainly busy. It's hard to believe that there are so many criminals, sinners, and traitors in our world. But I'm here to do scientific research, not to judge.
Okay, so that being capitalized makes me think that that is a, you know, that could be what we are, you know, rather than like that hollow or something. I assume that's the name for people like us who don't know why we're here and have like anger management problems. I don't know. That's my guess.
I found this armor. Alas, it's way too heavy for me, so there's no point in dragging it behind me. Maybe someone will stumble upon it and find it more useful than me.
Bronze armor and a journal. This journal, in fact. Okay, good. So let's have a look. Equipment. This is equipment we can swap. So, you gain rage. Wait, the army emblem is destroyed. Oh, that's just a description. That's not a... I was like, if you equip this, it destroys the army emblem. No, that's fine. That's just a description. Hit while taken below half HP, you gain a rage. So that's kind of nice if we play dangerously. Then our character will get mad at us, which I love. And then we can funnel that into our enemies. Remember, the new items are not necessarily better than the ones you already have. Apart from the starting gear, they are different. It's a matter of finding the right synergy between your equipment and cards, which I kind of love, actually. That is my favourite way of doing something like this. So you can see we do have the journal there, and we have all our other equipment. I think any card generates one mana of this card's colour. That's what the staff does. I imagine we'll find other cards that maybe just always, pump points into one colour mana, perhaps. A path guarded by enemies. Well, let's stop them. Well, these things are nightmarish, aren't they? I kind of love them. I kind of want to make... I kind of want to kitbash some Warhammer to have this sort of face, because that would actually be relatively easy to sculpt. The teeth might be a bit annoying, that little, but, doing a little mouth like that, just smooth over something's head. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Maybe drill out the front a little bit to accentuate the mouth. Could be fun. It's not why we're here. It's not why we're here, Janet. Let's do an attack. So he's going to buff, and he's going to hit us for 11 damage, which is horrendous. Do we want to create some weakness? I think we do. Let's slash him, just because we can. And let's apply 6 weakness. It's not great. I'd prefer if we could do a little more. So he's gaining strength, +2 strength. That means he's doing +2 damage per attack. Ugh, which is going to hit quite hard. So what I was hoping for, really, is if we had a bunch of rage, if we could generate a bunch of rage by attacking one thing, we could then do a big finisher on the other. But it looks like we're just going to get chopped to bits. So he's going to do 8 damage to him. He's going to do 13. I don't know how he survives this, actually. I don't know how he survives this. We're going to have to figure it out. Maybe I should have healed before this this encounter. But death isn't the end, so it's fine. Bronze armor gave us more rage. So we can redraw now, and we're going to have to. We are going to have to. And yeah, that's just not that much damage from the blue mana there either. So, restoration, good. I can heal him up. Which we'll have to do soon. 15 damage we can do there. If I attack him for 6, I'll have 2 health left if we attack him. That's annoying. Though we can... Okay, what I could... Nope, that's 18 health. Alright, I can attack that guy with Jury, but then the time means he'll get the kill. Ooh. I can get some shields, but I don't have weakness. So yeah, we'll have to heal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal. Okay, and then... God, he's gonna buff. We'll gain 1 rage by attacking him. I'm just gonna take the damage, then we can kill him in a single hot with Jury next turn. And then hopefully I can get him to low enough health that I can use Executioner to heal up some more. So we're better equipped for the next fight. That sound good? I think it sounds pretty good. But yeah, this is gonna sting. More strength, yay! Munch munch. I love the trope of like your weapon being food. It's very fun. Take a bite out of your weapon, kill the enemy with it. It's very silly. So his strength is going to keep going up. The longer we leave them alive, the stronger they're going to become. So, let's not leave them alive, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill him. Great. Munch munch. And annoyingly, Executioner, we might not get. We might not get it. And he's not got any weakness on him, though he really needs to. He's going to attack in 2 turns for 15. Jesus. I can't use Jury for a big hit, because it does reset your rage. How can I... Okay, I can apply weakness to lower his damage by 3. And then I can get some health back, but not enough. Damn. Yeah, I think he's going to take out a guy. I think he's going to take our boy down. Let's put some weakness on him anyway. I think weakness does stick around, in which case will help counteract some of the problems he's making for us. And now you can get some shields, but it's just not quite enough. And I don't see any other options. Anything I can do. So that's that. And yep, that'll get us. He's crippled. He's been crippled. I can revive. Reduce crippled by 1. How many crippled are you? I have no idea. This hero's cards transformed into revive cards by introduce crippled stacks and return to the fight. Interesting. Interesting. Well, he's going to buff again. So... okay, he only had 1 stack of crippled. I don't know what determines that. But that's okay. So I can do 7 damage, which is actually pretty good. So I will. Boom. Got him with a fireball. And it does still put up your mana. Which I like, actually. I like the idea of your magic making your magic better. It just keeps escalating. Which, is very charming. Now we should be able to kill him. We should be able to kill him. Excellent. We can kill him with a heal. That is actually a really great place to end that battle on. Lovely. Yeah, look at him on full health. Amazing. Alright, and we got a Crimson Greatsword. Rage levels only 3. But when you max out your rage, you gain +2 strength. When you gain rage beyond max rage, the rage levels then reset and the excess rage is added. So this one, you're not going to be able to get as much of a hit on, what was it, Jury? You know, that does the 5 damage per rage. You're not going to be able to get that as high. But it is going to keep putting your strength up, so you're just going to... your damage is going to escalate. Every one of your basic attacks is going to start doing more and more damage. So that is useful. That is useful, certainly. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think that might be what we do. I think it might be what we do. Maybe we do take that. Iron chest and another journal. I mean, both of these seem like great options, but for now, let's level up. Fireball. Deal 3 damage, increase it by double of your red mana. I mean, we do most of our attacks with our red mana, so just having him capitalize on that damage is sort of huge. You know, I kind of love that. Foresight, apply 5 shields, draw 1 card, consume 3 red mana. And this one, this does more scars, but what do the scars do? Consume up to 3 blue mana. For each one consumed, deal 4 damage to random targets. Consume up to 4 green mana. Apply 2 weakness for each mana consumed. That's just an improved version, and that seems to be an improved version too. Okay. I'm trying to find something that does something with scars. Discard up to 3 selected cards. Deal 6 damage for each card discarded. That's quite cool. Discard any number of cards. Draw that many cards. Sure. Consume up to 3 green mana and heal for that much. Or deal 3 damage to all enemies, consume 1 mana stack. Repeat until you run out of mana stacks. Oh wow. It doesn't seem to care what you're using either. That could be really, really powerful. Let's go with Fireball. Let's grab that, because that is awesome. So it's already in the deck by the looks of it. Can I get rid of some of these? Let's get rid of the blue mana one. Shall we? Let's get rid of that. How do we get rid of that? Don't need that. Perfect. So we're not doing the scars. I don't really understand what scars are for. I'm sure someone else can, you know, that sets up a different character, I imagine. Or it might depend on, like, items that you get, perhaps. The weakness one is useful. Healing is obviously very useful. Yeah, I mean, that is just twice as useful as combustion. Fireball just seems twice as useful. Because it's 2 damage per red mana on top of, you know, it's 3 damage plus 2 per red mana. This is 3 damage plus 1 per blue. So it just, yeah. We need to have more cards though. We do need to have more cards apparently. So I guess we're taking it for now. You can't double up on these. So you need a minimum of 5 cards. I did think that might be the case, that there would be a minimum. Or else you would just have combustion and then all of his cards, right? And you could just spam combustion. Sorry, not combustion, fireball. Sorry. Combustion and fireball could both easily be describing the exact same ability. Let's have a look at our weapon. So our original one, yeah, so this one does give us double damage if we max out our rage, which we haven't done yet, but I can imagine, right? 6 rage would be, 35 damage. So we could do 70 damage in a single hit if we time that right. Whereas this one, we can be able to double that much damage to the point where strength is going to be, applying that in a useful way. I mean, this obviously happens a lot quicker, so it could be that you get enough strength after the first round that the second round you can actually kill a couple of things, because they might just have like 8 health left instead of 6. So that might be more immediately useful. This is more of a boss killer, the Rusted Greatsword. Now that we probably have a bit of healing, and he might survive that. So I don't know, I think we'll keep the original one for now, and we'll see. We'll see how that serves us.
Behavior, it is more likely to use spikes when it is injured. If anyone gets impaled on a spike, they have no way to move without help from someone else. Fascinating. It appears to heal when feasting upon the spiked victim.
Okay, so we want to be careful not to get eaten by the bird, I guess. Because I assume we're going to have to fight that Shrike to get out of here. I've not played that much of this game. So, yeah. I just played enough to go, yeah, I'm recording this. This will be fun. People will like this one. And you should, because it's cool. I like this format. A chest half sunken into the stone floor, its metal bindings eaten by rust.
Just your luck, eh? First you find yourself in the nest of a bloodthirsty creature with no memory at all. Then everyone you've met wanted to kill you. Maybe besides a scholar. But we still don't know his intentions at all.
So we can ignore the chest for now. We don't have Foresight or Judge. Trying to force the chest to open on its own by staring at it judgmentally. Or we take it by surprise and attack it. It won't stay locked if it's shattered to pieces. Or let's gaze into the weave of possibilities and choose the one where the chest is already open. That's wild. Do we ignore it for now? Try and level up and come back? Because I feel like that's something you start with, right? So I feel like that's probably the worst possible option. So let's go fight something else. So we need the iron key for that. So that's probably what's in that chest. So, do you guys reckon we can fight this thing? The spooky creature. Shall I use a healing bell? I'm going to use a healing bell. Alright, we're going to fight this thing. I've never fought this thing. You lost the element of surprise. The Legionnaire will attack on sight. Oh, so we don't get to pick an option at the start like we did last time. So we'll have 20 more health than before. Which is a little scary. And that actually wears off after attacking weakness. So we can't stack that forever. Which is a bit sad. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. And who is he attacking? He's attacking our main boy. Increased its attacks and speed. Ow. Yeah, none of these are that useful. I'm going to get new cards out for now. I mean, Fireball, pretty nice. Pretty nice to have. Got Restoration, which we can hold on to. For now, let's just keep wailing on him, shall we? I mean, I hate that we don't have weakness now. The 3 times... we're gonna have 2 health left. Then Restoration's gonna be quite handy, I think. And yeah, there's no weakness, so we don't get any shields. We really needed the weakness for this second round, didn't we? Really did. I feel like... I mean, we will get this back anyway. Executioner, so it's just an excuse to do a big chunk of damage. Which I think is fine. Then we'll use Defiance, just for the red mana. 2 health left. Hooray. Then he's going to do 12 damage to both of us. Ugh. This guy's scary. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Alright, 11 damage now. That's getting there. That's getting there. I'm going to swap out for better cards, though. And we'll come back to this. That's right, we're just going for big finishers here. Okay, nothing is going to get in the way of him right now, which is a pain, but I guess we'll just keep getting up our rage. And we only have 12 health. I just realized we only have 12 health on him, so we aren't going to be able to survive this attack. Crap. Oh boy. I mean, do I just do 25 damage? Is his rage going to get reset if he gets taken down? Maybe. Maybe it will. Oh boy. Yeah, this stings, doesn't it? Yeah, we've just not had the cards, sadly. I guess I might as well... I don't think we're going to be able to use this otherwise. So let's find out.
It's over for you, traitor.
That's what it sounds like, I've decided. He's an embodiment of my rage. He has guard, absorbs all damage, reduces by 1 every time hit by an attack. We need to hit him 4 times. Just so we can damage him. Yeah, this was a mistake. I think we're just going to die. And I think that's fine. 13 damage, the guy with 12 health. Great. Revive. Sure. Combustion is an attack, so it'll, you know, lower his guard a bit. So he does still have rage, actually. So I think it does stick around, which is nice. I hate that we're not doing any damage here. At least our rage is still going up while we're not doing anything. Oh, we can apply 3 weakness. We will survive then, provided it can still apply weakness. It does apply the weakness, so we will survive this hit. Phew. That's lucky. Now who he's going to attack? Okay, him. If we do weakness, we will survive with 1 health. And I think we got rid of his shields now. We can start hurting him. Okay, this is cutting it a little close, isn't it? It's cutting it a little close. I mean, Executioner just does a bunch of damage, so let's do that. And yes, I will redraw, thank you. Fireball is going to do 23 damage now, and Jury does 20 as well. So he will survive, so he can actually... and we'll keep weakness for the next attack, though I don't think that's going to make any difference. We might be able to kill him. We might be able to kill him. The weakness would also gain us shields. So actually, that's even better. That's better than if we put weakness on him. So that's really charming. We can do 25 and then 25. So we got him. So we'll do this one first. We actually got the little swine. Very fun. Oh, that was close. I really didn't think we were going to win that one. But yeah, got some level ups. Excellent. And we got an iron bow. That'll be really useful for the other person that we don't have yet. A sturdy bow made of iron. Yeah, I assume so. It's been called an iron bow. Quiver size is 3. Quiver overflow. Shoot the next arrow at random target and gain 1 strength. Overflow happens when you load arrows when the quiver is full. Starts each battle with 1 basic arrow. Each stack increases character damage by 1. Yeah, cool. Alright. I like it. Sounds exciting. So what do we get? With the Legionnaire perished, the bow is yours for the taking. Additionally, you find a healing bell. Oh, good. The number of maximum healing bells has been increased. Oh, brilliant. So it actually maxed us out there. Probably should just use one straight away, considering how absolutely wrecked we are. Deal... there we go. If the target has scars. So yeah, that's That's how it goes. If the target has scars, you gain strength. That's really good. Deal 9 damage. If the target has vulnerable, draw 1 card and delay his time by 1. Well, nothing we have can cause vulnerable yet, but that does sound useful. The scarring one does sound good. Deal 4 damage but gain 3 rage is pretty huge. Let's do that. Let's do that. And for you, let's do Foresight. Although it does consume mana, which I'm not entirely happy about, but being able to apply shields is handy. That could be a lifesaver. Excellent. So, yeah, let's not worry about that one for now. And you've got everything equipped? Yeah, cool. Cool. But yeah, we're going to leave that out of the deck for now. And then equipment doesn't matter. Right, let's use a healing bell. Amazing. Love it. So, we still haven't got anything to open this gate with. And this you can seemingly move around the map for free, which is nice. Okay, so now we actually have a couple more options. Let's gaze into the weave of possibilities and choose the one where the chest is already open. The Iron Scholar opens the chest. It contains an iron key and a healing bell. The number of maximum healing bells has been increased. That feels like a big deal. That feels like a very big deal, increasing the number of healing bells. Like, as often as we're doing. Pretty cool. But yeah, when I first played this, right, I actually opened this chest, but I just smashed it to pieces. That's why I wanted to go back and try something else. So I do like that. I do like that you will get slightly different results, even if the default result is you always get to the item that continues the game on. You stand before a tall iron gate. It's closed. No, it isn't. A couple of arrows swoosh right by your head. Then you spot movement in the mist, a hunched slender figure with a bow, frantic and out of breath. "Help me," she gasps, striving for breath. "They're right behind me." The fog parts with a metallic roar. An armoured figure emerges, weapon raised, its steps bouncing off the empty halls. "Get behind me." Exile joins your party. Oh god, it's another one of those dog creatures. They're so freaky. Now that I remember that... Now I remember that other bit of media, you know, with them in it. Just this whole vibe. Like, it just hits different, you know? So again, 4 guard. So that's going to absorb damage. So barrage, shoot all arrows. Yeah, we're just going to keep loading arrows and then we can blast them. And clear them all at once. I think that's how we want to go about this. Yeah. Let's load. That's also filling up our green meter, which will allow them to get healing abilities. Later on, we're going to gain some rage by attacking. I mean, it's only 4 damage, which isn't very much, so it's not a bad idea to start clearing some of the guard, I think. Although we have 4 arrows already. So no, although I think they do 4 damage, so I don't think it makes much of a difference. Let's just attack them. Screw it. Okay, then I guess barrage on this one, although it is 4 damage an arrow. See, 4 damage an arrow. So if I have 4 by 4, that's basically half his health gone, which might not be a bad shout. That still works out 4 damage per action, which isn't a great economy. I'm going to shoot this guy, just so we can clear their guard. And, okay, good. Now let's see what we've got. We can shoot, load arrows, or shoot. So we can apply weakness to this thing, and then guard, and then it won't be able to do any damage to us. And that suits me. Alright, he's gained strength, which is disappointing. Plus 3 strength. Now he can do 9 times 2 damage. I don't like that much. I don't like that much at all. And who is he going to attack? A main boy. Sure. Yeah, he's not doing badly. God, 12 damage next? Don't enjoy that. Alright, I'm going to slash... Let's see. If I slash him, right, or her, maybe. If we get Jury, we can kill him. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. And who are you attacking? You're attacking our main boy as well. Sure. That will reset rage, but it'll also kill an enemy that's about to do 18 damage to us, so, you know, that's good. But yeah, I do love these finishers. Yeah, I love the combo building in games like this. And the fact that they all synergize with each other is interesting. I like it. Now, let's see. I can do 11 damage. And... okay. And we'll always have it. And that'll do 3 damage, which should be enough. Oh, that was enough anyway. I don't know what, I thought I had 1 health left. Bad at maths. Right, that's nice, that's nice. That's nice, what's this? Whenever you become crippled, heal other heroes by 6. So okay, when one of our guys gets downed, basically, you know, when they hit 0 hit points, someone else will, well, the other guys will heal, which is nice. Let's see, you've leveled up again. Oh, first this. That was close. May I know who do I owe my life and gratitude to? The scholar looks down at the bells on his staff. A sudden gust of wind shook them, but they refused to ring. I doubt anyone who wakes up here knows who or what he is, he answers. What I can tell you is that we're in the Shrike's nest, and I don't have any intention of becoming this foul creature's prey. So, I teamed up with a cryptic scholar and a soldier without a banner. Do you really think we stand a chance against the Shrike? Isn't it a symbol of death? When there is death, there must also be life. Yeah, our lives are then going to end with death. That seems silly. The bird will die today. I will make sure of it. Sure. I'm glad to have you by my side then, she replies with a faint smile. All right, let's not waste any more time. I don't want to be here any longer than I need to be. All right, let's give you something new. I mean, gain 6 shields. Or if your rage is low, you gain 8 shields and additional rage. That would synergize a lot better with our sword that has like a much lower rage cap. You know, that would allow us to play very defensively with this character. You know, while he buffs up his strength, potentially. Deal 8 damage. At rage 3 or above, you deal 8 damage instead. So, I mean, that's just how they word all of these, I think. If it's a different effect, they will always say instead and then continue the effects, I think. I think that's just how they've decided to structure these bonuses. But anyway, deal 8 damage, but strength affects this card 2 times. So as you start building your strength, that becomes better. So again, that would go quite well. Oh, although it's at rage 3 or above, so that would be more difficult to have at the correct amount of rage. So that's a little tricky. It's a little tricky to pull off, I think. But then if you do the gain 3 rage, use this card. Be pretty fun. Oh. Deal 4 damage, or if you're at rage 1 or below, gain 5 rage. That's just a way of getting a bunch of rage quickly. I kind of like that, if we're going to go for the combos. And that does a bit more damage, as if you're 2 or below, you gain more rage. That's really cool too. We'll go for that next. Now, this character, it's incredible that she's able to hit anything. Barrage. Okay, so Barrage is cool. This gives you the secondary ability. If you don't have any arrows loaded, you'll gain 3 arrows, which sets you up for those combos a lot better. Shoot all arrows at random enemies. Every hit heals the exile for 4 HP. That's pretty great. Shoot 1 arrow and apply vulnerable. Yeah, we've seen vulnerability. Load 2 sharpened arrows. Huh. Sharpened arrows deal 8 damage. Ooh. Interesting. That delays enemies. That's pretty wild, actually. Okay, so, load. If it's the last card in your hand, it loads more arrows. That's interesting. Yeah, let's do the just more arrows for now. Let's just do more arrows, we'll shoot more times, and then hopefully it means our scholar can get some skills. Like this one, consume up to 3 green mana, heal all heroes for 3 HP for each mana. So it's 9 healing per use of that. Oh, okay, a lot more. Be 15 healing each if we get a lot of green mana, which we should be able to farm quite a lot. I think, I don't know if it'll be per arrow or per card actually, but what's nice about this one is you can actually use that using 0 time. So you load with 0 time spent, and then you can start shooting, so that's kind of nice. Some cool stuff there. Okay, now there's another journal. So I think I'm going to play another episode of this. I might do 2 or 3, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how long this demo is. I didn't want to go in, you know, knowing everything. I'm going to go in fairly blind and be surprised by stuff, just like you guys will be. So I don't know how much longer to the end of this demo. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to do another episode for sure. So we're going to end this one here. But yeah, this is called Shards of Order. That's it. I always forgot. I always forgot what it was called. It's called Shards of Order. And you can go wishlist it on Steam now, I believe. And also the demo will be available to you guys in the Steam Nextfest in October. So you'll be able to give it a go yourself pretty soon. But yeah, I have high hopes for this game. I really love the format. I love the art style. I just love card battler gameplay like this. And I think it's really unique to have like you in control of when you redraw your hand. I think that's a really interesting twist on it, rather than everyone's having a set number of AP. You know, having time units, and that speeds the enemy along. I think it's a really fun dynamic. Leads to, you know, just very different style of gameplay, which I enjoy quite a lot. So yeah, if you guys want to see more, then comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.